I know I hear exactly what y'all thinking. It has been a little minute. I hope life has been well for everyone. I hope life has been rewarding as well as challenging. Because without the challenges, we can't appreciate the rewards. And it's funny how a couple weeks can feel like forever. It seems like forever for me too. But I'm glad to be present. I'm not back anywhere because I ain't went nowhere. I just haven't been doing videos since my vacation. Vacation turned into vacation, which was what it was for. After vacation, I had a retreat to attend, which was beautiful. Very cleansing, transforming, challenging, initiating, insightful. Rewarding. Just some words that come into mind, you know. I don't want to go into it and make it about me. It's about the message and what I'm led to share. We are gonna get back into the arch animal oracle deck by Diana Cooper. I think the last frequency we were resonating in was the cat a couple weeks ago, beginning of the month. We are now in Virgo season, if I'm not mistaken, so salute to my Virgos. See what the label is. Yeah, man. I hope everybody been well. Definitely stay hydrated, you know. All cool days, not cool days. Humidity been on fleek, depending on where we at, you know. Monkey. Share monkey, God. Share monkey, sis. That's a phrase we used to say some years back when I was on this same journey, but personally I was in a different space and how I approached my spiritual journey, my spiritual walk, and how I applied it in my life. I was in a different energy and frequency. I'm a lot calmer now. I'm a lot mature now, and I'm still growing. I hope we all are. Monkey, experience all that life has to offer, and that's pretty much in sync with the little bit that I shared about the last 2 weeks of my life. You know, the last 2 weeks of my life has been a lifetime, a few lifetimes in itself. Leo frequency and energy of Leo for the month of Leo, zodiac signs Leo, was very transformative, man. It was very healing. I can't even explain all the travels that I was allowed to experience in the soul of myself through the exploration of spirit. But for those of us who experience what I'm sharing, because words can't describe. Words really can't describe. For those who are at one in ourselves, at one with our walk, at one with who we are as solar beings, and at one with who we are as spirit within this uniform we call flesh, then you know what I'm talking about. It don't matter. You don't have to know what I know or me know what you know, or you know all the levels or words that we have to use that make things sound so separated, and me versus you is, and you versus me is, and all the things that we get caught up in. It's a whole nother higher level to grasp, and then it's another level after that. Yin and yang must become integrated and balanced and harmony. And then in the balance and harmony of that yin and yang must become nothingness. And to get in, if you can get in that space and discipline ourselves to stay in that space. And as usual, I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. Y'all know what it is. See, it takes discipline. Discipline gonna be very key for many of us. Accountability gonna be key for many of us. You know, we're gonna let the monkey do the talking before I do too much talking. Experience all that life has to offer. That's some beautiful green and brown heart energy, full chakra. Full chakra. Air energy. Experience all that life has to offer. And I hope each and every one of us doing that with all that we're experiencing, with all that we're learning about ourselves through our interaction with one another, so forth and so on. Monkey, experience all that life has to offer. Hold on, y'all give me 1 second. Stay hydrated. All types of monkeys originate from the 10th dimensional universe of Shekinah and step down through the Pleiades. Their chatter calls and angel sonics that heal the creatures around them and help trees to grow. Monkeys also use these sonics to share news and information from the angels and elementals with animals, birds, trees, and humans. As heart-centered beings, monkeys incarnate to experience with the right brain and follow their instincts. They are learning about qualities such as unconditional love, loyalty, togetherness, and trust. Their focus is on family life, enjoyment, developing the senses, food, and connecting with the trees. Have anyone hugged a tree lately? They are not here to develop human intellectual capacity or logical ability, but are extremely evolved spiritually and truly experience oneness. Guidance. Focus on developing your right brain and your heart, as this is the route to ascension and oneness. Take time out to relax, retreat, fall back, have fun, and just be. Enjoy your senses. Love your food. Smell the flowers. See beauty everywhere. Touch your loved ones and listen with love and expectation. Know that God is. Attune to the wonder of nature. Bring your family or community together. In this way, you really connect with and understand oneness. That nothingness I was talking about. It is important to be aware of your voice when you talk or sing. I want to say this again. It is important to be aware of your voice when you talk or sing. When it is warm and harmonious, the angels can use it to create sonics that purify you and light you up. You will radiate a pool of healing around you. And this is not only for you, it helps others, but attracts good into your life as well. Be careful and joyous. Monkey, experience all that life has to offer. You hear me? Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness in abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. It's amazing. First of all, It's amazing to be able to witness synchronicity and alignment and attunement and catch it in its rarest form. And y'all will understand why I said that with the things that I have on paper that I was contemplating. Furthermore, it's amazing in what someone else life experiences, what we see other people endure, what we see other people triumph, what we see other people be victorious through, can add something to our life, to my life, to your life, if we allow it. With that being said, I want to say thank y'all, each and every one of y'all. Thank you to all who continuously help me evolve, who continually inspire me to evolve, who continually motivate me to expand, even when you don't know it, and especially when you didn't intend to in the first place. That's important to me because it's up for us to get it. Through all of what life has shown us, it's up for us to get it, each and every one of us. And we will, in our own time, and in our own space. Y'all finished? Y'all gonna let me talk to the family? Thank you. Don't save anything undone that you could do now. And I know that's easier said than done for some of us, and for some of us, for us not. That's why discipline is gonna be. It's a big energetic word that we need to seed ourselves with in other areas of our life where we're not so disciplined at. I've been doing a lot of that. It'll add way more than we sometimes think it takes from us. Sometimes we feel like we don't got enough time. Sometimes we might feel like we don't got enough money. Sometimes we might feel like we don't got enough love. Sometimes we feel like we might not got enough food. We don't got enough this. We don't got enough that. Be mindful of how much that things matter to the point that it shouldn't matter more than you matter to you. Don't save anything undone that you could do now, that you could do today. If you need to do it, do it. Get started on it. Implement it into your everyday program, whatever it may be. It takes a village. When I was reading about the monkey and experience all that life has to offer, because I can't tell no one else what their life has to offer them or what their life is offering them. We realize it. We realize it. Realization is an ongoing process, and to actualize what we are realizing is another part of that ongoing process. I hope y'all was able to see how it works with how I use the words. Realization is an ongoing process, and the actualization is another part of that ongoing process. So if you ever heard the term, you got to see it. You got to believe it before you got to believe it before you see it. That's part of the realization. The actualizing is part of the seeing what you have believed. sometimes, because I still talk about it takes a village. It takes a village. And many of us probably had heard them terms in relation to certain communities. It takes a village to raise a child. And what that village places into the child going to determine the type of character that child going to have, the actions it will take, and the process of thinking that it will process life with. From the way times were when that phrase was very important, because even though it takes a village, you can't say anything to anybody's child these days. Children have a whole different, or the younger generation, the millennials have a whole different concept when it comes to respect and when it comes to elders. And that's not all of them, but a lot of them do. So you can't, even if you see somebody slipping today, sometimes you just gotta keep your mouth shut. You can't, no matter how bad your intention may be to help, you can't reach out. You just sometimes gotta watch people go through things, because we got some mentalities that be ready to bust your head for trying to tell them something that can help them. It's unfortunate, but it's just what it is. So sometimes the village may be only a few people, and everyone is a village in themselves, but how many of us see that? But a few people can spark the village and everybody else, even if that few people only one. You got to be comfortable with your own place, or you will be in pursuit of somebody else's dream, or somebody else's accomplishments, or somebody else's goals. You gotta be comfortable with your own place. That may be challenging. It may be difficult. It may cause setbacks, but it will also present opportunities for comebacks, for growth, for expansion, for maturity. I want to remind us that everybody will be tested. Nobody likes to be tested, but we have to be. To evolve, we have to be tested. And that's a good thing. If we can start embracing things in more positive ways of thinking, the effects don't feel the same way. You got to stand in your own truth to know how powerful you are. When I wrote that down, I had to meditate on that. You got to stand in your own truth to know how powerful you are. So then another question arose. How can you stand in your own truth? Because it's my critical thinking popping up. How can you stand in your own truth if you don't know what it is? So then another question arose. How can't you know what your own truth is? Only you can know. I can't know for you. That's what makes I am so powerful, because no one can say it for me but me. Hope somebody caught that. You gotta stand in your own truth. You gotta know that whatever you're standing in is the truth that you know at that time. and be okay with it. Be your best when no one looking. It's easy for us to get caught in appearance. What everybody else think concerning our appearance. What everybody else think concerning anything we do. Just outside, period. Everything external. What our inner navigation system is telling us is that it's easy to get caught up outside. And the more we consume with what outside expects of us, it's more harder to be our best when nobody looking. Because our behavior is going to depend on what's expected of us. To say that in another way is pay attention to how you show up for yourself, because that's already how you're showing up in the world. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Love y'all. Salud, God.